from freight brokers to dispatchers to scale houses to traffic on the highways to just all this other crap, man. I have had enough with truck driving and I'm officially done. What's going on, y'all? Chibik fan, just chill saying the Truckers Hustle, and this is the big announcement, man. I am no longer a truck driver for myself. I'm no longer a truck driver, period, actually. And I have never been so stress-free in my life, man. Like, I feel great. I feel like I'm looking younger than, I did a few months ago when I was still driving. And it's a great feeling, man. But with this announcement coming out, I also have to let you know that with me stepping out of trucking for myself, it's not any kind of step back from providing education and information to people that are still interested in becoming truck drivers themselves. Like, I'm not, stopping that just because I'm stopping myself. But, this is a big deal because I've been driving for years, man. But also at the same time, I have other things that I have to focus on now. Like I said, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you'll know that I'm also a pilot. And being a pilot, I have to shift my focus, especially with aviation being as, I don't want to say tumultuous, but with aviation being as, oh man, under the guise that it is today. I mean, there are lots of accidents happening. There are lots of things happening that are putting people's lives in jeopardy, that are taking people's lives. So I feel like my focus should be on that. Personally and physically, you see what I mean? But there's nothing stopping me from putting out the information. I gotta drive that home, all right? But the reason I am, and lots of buts, the reason I am stepping out of trucking is because there's lots of things, man, that just cause undue stress that's unnecessary, right? And as individuals, as truck drivers, as pilots, as soldiers, military members, whoever, we, have to we have to instill in ourselves that resilience is what's going to get us through. But sometimes resilience is challenged by, our surroundings. And being on the road for, I'll say 14 hours a day, man. Yeah, you could say 11 for driving, but 14 hours out there per day on the road, whether you're working combined with driving, that's a lot. Okay, now you could compare it to a deployment and all of that if you want to. It's not the same, but like I said, man, just traffic, other people in their cars, people on their bikes, other truck drivers. You've got lots of factors that go into the stressful environment that truck drivers deal with. All of that on top of crappy pay, man. So this also is a video that I have to put out to let you all know to really take a step back, man, from social media and stop giving your attention to these people that are claiming that they are making this ridiculous amount of money as truck drivers, okay? To an extent, it's true, but for the most part, it's not, all right? If you hear somebody telling you as an individual, okay, I'm making $300,000 a year as an owner-operator, they are lying to you. I'm just being honest, man. Where the best money comes from in transportation right now is going to be government freight, okay? That freight, I don't want to disclose how much they pay, but it's a lot of money, okay? If you know anybody that is in government contracting, you might get an in on how much they're actually getting paid, man. And these guys are not driving far. But the key thing is that they are also running as team drivers because that freight is sensitive. It's classified. They need protection when they haul that freight. And the best form of protection, the cheapest form of protection is going to be a second driver in that truck. Okay, so they're running shifts. That way that truck can run 24 hours so they can get that freight from point A to point B when without stopping, essentially. Okay, yeah, you stop, you take your breaks, but there always has to be eyes on that freight at all times. Okay, that is going to be the best paying freight in the industry right now. All right, now you get into oversized and overweight, overheight, wide loads, things like that. A lot of that sector of the market is cornered by people that do not want to let it go, or cornered by the people that have the necessary experience to be able to haul that freight. They're not going to just take some Joe Blow off the street and say, hey, here's a 16-foot wide load. You're going to take it from Virginia over to Oklahoma or Texas or wherever, and you're going to do it by yourself. No, there's a lot that goes into that. Yeah, those loads might pay $10,000-$15,000 or whatever, but you have escorts that you have to get. You have permits that you have to get for each state. These things aren't cheap. Some states require a police escort. If you think these things are free, they're not. So by the end of it, after all the stress of managing that load on the road with paying for those permits, paying for those escorts, paying for the materials, you are, I'm not going to say break even, but you're going to make about the same amount of money that you would make hauling standard freight across that route. Okay, I've pulled government freight. I have pulled wide loads. Those are going to be the two places where you're going to see the most money. But where you're paid the most money, you're going to spend the most money, whether it's in materials or it's going to be, like I said, permits, escorts, whatever. Okay, can you make $300,000 as an owner operator? Yes, you can under certain conditions. You have other truck drivers working under your company as subcontractors. Then you could say, okay, well, yeah, I'm making $300,000. But are you making $300,000 or is the company making $300,000? You could easily say, yes, the company's making $300,000, but you still have expenses that have to come out of that. So it's not happening, man. It's not happening. Today you get lucky if you make $100,000. And that's with fuel being the way it is. I spent $96,000 in fuel 1 year. So it just is not feasible, all right? But like I said, I'm still willing to put the information out there, help people get started, help people start their businesses and be successful, be the successful truck drivers that they want to be. Okay, again, my experience stems back beyond a decade, man. I've been doing this for a while, but I'm at the point where I'm like, this is it. It's, for me personally, it's not worth it anymore. And there are drivers out there that have been out there for 20, 30, 40 plus years. And I mean, they're either satisfied or they're content with what they're doing, or they become complacent. It's hard to tell. I say that respectfully, okay? Respectfully speaking, they probably have become complacent. They're comfortable with it. It's what they know. It's what they're best at. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But anybody looking to get into trucking today, if you think you're going to be making $200,000 or $300,000, it's not gonna happen, man. I'm just letting you know. You'll make good money. You will make decent money. But that money is only decent where your bills are taken care of. Okay? If you don't have a car note, you don't have a truck note, house note, whatever, then yes, that money's fantastic. It's no problem. But if you've got all those bills you're paying, you have a family you're taking care of, that money goes like that. And don't talk about tax season. When tax season comes around, that's just one portion of that taxation process. Okay? You've got biannually, you've got semi-annually, you've got yearly taxes, you've got so many more taxes in trucking than a lot of people want to believe. All right? But that's the big reveal. That's the huge news that I'm putting out there. But I'm so much happier. I'm so much more stress-free at this point, if that makes sense. All right. And I could not care less at this point, man. For a while, it was it was vanity for me. And I'll be honest with you. I got my truck, my stacks, my Jakes. Truck is nice. It's beautiful. I'm tripping, chilling. And nobody could take this away from me, and nobody took it away. I took it away from myself. That's the discipline that you're going to have at some point. You're going to have to know when enough is enough. And so many people do not know when enough is enough. All right? So it's on you to figure it out. If you have a family, a wife, husband, whoever, have that discussion with them and figure out a game. You have to game plan trucking. All right? Go in it with a plan, man, that way you don't die in it. So many people die in it, and it's, oh, man, it's something, man. But it doesn't have to be stressful. All right? I've got plenty of videos on my page that you can check out if you're looking to get your own business started in trucking. So I encourage you to check them out. Some of them are going to be posted right here. And if you know anybody that's looking to get into trucking or become their own driver or hire people to work for them, you know, send them right here, man. And some truthful information. All right, there's a lot of misinformation being put out there. You've got people flexing on what they have. Oh, I got this, I got that, and look what this did for me. I don't do that. I don't do the flexing thing and all. That's not my nature, never has been. All right, so with that being said, man, enjoy yourselves, drive safe, be careful, and I will still be seeing y'all in the next one. Thank you.
Get it, 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 hey, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, yeah, get it, get it on my soul. Ain't no letting up.